Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and are having a flare-free day. Today's video, I wanted to dive into what I'm feeling grateful for this holiday season while living with a chronic illness. I think sometimes we can get wrapped up in the hustle bustle of holiday shopping or getting together with friends and family, and there's so much going on and it's such a busy time. But it's really important, I find, at the holidays and at the end of the year to reflect on everything that we are grateful for. Practicing gratitude has been a really transformative process for me. It's allowed me to put things into perspective on how fortunate I am to be able to do certain things with my body that lives with an illness. I'll be the first to say that living with a chronic condition can also be very lonely and isolating, and it can be heavy. And so when we practice gratitude and look at the things that we're grateful for, it can allow us to have a better, lighter perspective on our day-to-day with a chronic condition and how beautiful our bodies are, even if we're a little different with a disease or illness that we're dealing with. The first thing I'm grateful for this holiday season is supportive relationships. My family and friends and you watching, the support that you provide means so much to me. Having friends and family in my circle that I can turn to without judgment to just say what is going on, how I'm feeling about certain things, how my body is acting up sometimes when I have a newborn, and everything with a chronic illness in mind. I just find I have found my people that I'm allowed to be open and transparent with, and myself, which is something that I feel so blessed to be able to do. Without having that supportive network in my circle, I feel like it would be a very isolating and lonely experience on top of living with a chronic condition. To all of you watching, you have allowed me to be open and transparent around my chronic illness in a way that has been so therapeutic and so wonderful. And I just want to say thank you for being supportive on here as well, because it means so much to me. Finding a community of people that live with the same chronic condition as myself, one, alleviated that loneliness feeling that I think we all feel when we receive a diagnosis. And I've just been able to come on here and be open about, yeah, these are the pains I have, and I know that you recognize that, and it's refreshing to be able to talk openly without having to over-explain, because I'm like, you get it, and there's no judgment, and if I can do certain things a certain day, that's great, and if I can't, you understand. And I just want to say thank you, because that support has been truly so important to me. And being able to voice my own chronic condition on a screen to you, I know we may have not met in person, but it feels as though connecting with one another on this platform has been such a great support for me, and I hope it's been a great support for you. And so I am just so grateful for the support network that I have, both friends, family, and all of you. The next thing that I'm grateful for this holiday season with a chronic illness is my medical team, my therapist, my endometriosis specialist, everyone in between that has supported me and has believed my pain and my story with a chronic condition. Your support and your unwavering advocacy in the healthcare system to help me receive answers is something that I will never be able to repay you back in the way that I would wish to, but just know that it means so much to me. And I'm so grateful for healthcare professionals that know about endometriosis, know about complex chronic conditions, that dig deep to learn more and to really support the patients that are coming in through their doors. I'm also grateful, and this might seem weird to say, but I'm grateful for doctors that didn't believe my pain. I've had to dive deep a lot with this one, but I'm grateful because it has allowed me to realize how strong I am and how determined I am to find answers for my own body. By you saying no, it built a fire under me to really advocate for my own self. And without you, I don't know if I would know how strong and determined and courageous I actually am. So thank you, and I'm grateful for you too, even though that's weird to say, but you allowed me to find a piece of myself that I didn't know was truly there. This holiday season with a chronic illness, I'm grateful for moments of joy and comfort. When you live with a chronic condition, you're always thinking about the next day or the next corner that comes with a potential symptom or feeling of unease or pain that comes with the day. And I'm so grateful for those moments of peace and comfort that I just could live in my body and forget that I had a chronic illness for a day or two and just be present with my family and my new daughter, and to run with my dog in the backyard and to just live a quote unquote normal life, or a life without the chronic pain. So I was grateful for those moments that I had, and I will always look back on my life, even if my disease progresses, that I will look on these moments and feel grateful that I was able to move my body in that way and to be able to just live in the moment and do the things that I wanted to do in those moments of comfort without pain. I'm also grateful for all of the opportunities to learn and grow with my chronic illness this holiday season. I've lived with this pain for a long time. It's been more than 20 years of my life, and every year that comes by, I find a piece of myself that wasn't there before, and it's a beautiful thing to uncover. Especially with a chronic illness, I find that I'm learning and growing as a human being to be more empathetic, to not jump to conclusions around what people may be going through, especially with a chronic illness mindset. I'm like, they might be going through something that we have no external knowledge about because they might be suffering silently with infertility or chronic conditions or new pains and symptoms that they just don't want to talk about. And so I'm really grateful to learn more about myself and to find more compassion and empathy the older I grow and the more I live with a chronic condition, because life is too short. People just don't realize what other people are going through. And I'm just grateful that I'm learning in the process to recognize this and to be more empathetic and caring and just have a mindful eye around what people may be going through that they don't talk about openly. I'm grateful this holiday season for all the opportunities to advocate. I've been volunteering with a Canadian organization around endometriosis. I'm a board member now, which is exciting. I'm thrilled to be advocating on Instagram and here talking to you every single week or month that comes up around endometriosis and a disease that I care so much about. I'm so grateful for these opportunities to use my voice and a platform, and I know the privilege that I have. I recognize this, and I just want to say thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to just advocate and keep going and to keep using my voice. I'd love this coming year to show more diverse voices on my channel, to provide a platform for you to share your experiences and stories, because it's not solely my experience. I believe that everyone's diverse experience brings so much to the table, and it makes for more rich discussion. And especially when we're advocating for change, your voice and experience might be the tipping point to create a more fulsome policy or a more fulsome approach to volunteering and raising awareness. So for instance, I don't have endometriosis on my diaphragm, but I know people out there do. And having their stories shared has just enriched endometriosis research out there. So that's just an example of where I want to go and how grateful I am for all of you for sharing your experiences and stories. It is not easy to talk openly about a chronic condition or medical history. It can be sticky and icky to talk about openly because we really don't know what people are going to say or think about it. And I'm just so grateful for all of you that have raised your voice around what you live with, or have signed a petition silently, or have shared a social media graphic that has accurate information. Both loud ways to advocate and silent ways are also important. And so I'm just grateful for all of the advocacy and opportunities that have come this year. So those are just some of the things that I'm grateful for this holiday season. Again, in the comments, I would love to know what you're grateful for this year with your chronic condition. It can be something that is similar to myself or something completely different. I think sharing these stories of gratitude can help us, create a sense of positivity and can foster a sense of resilience for the community. With that, I cannot wait to talk to you on the next one. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a safe and happy holiday.